Good morning, children. Today we are going to start the second chapter of English literature, which is Heidi. So, children, please open your book to page number 9. You have already written the word meanings and difficult words in the previous class, and I hope you have gone through it also. It is a children's novel of 23 chapters, and today we will read one of the chapters. It is written by Jonna Louise Sepre. So before we start, let's talk in brief about the author. Jonna Louise Sepre, 1827 to 1901, was a Swiss-born author of novels, notably children's stories, and is best known for her book Heidi. Her other famous books include A Little Swiss Boy and Rosenresli. So, Jonna Louise was born in Switzerland in the year 1827 and died in the year 1901. That means she lived for 74 years. She has written many novels, especially children's stories, and she is very much known for her book Heidi, a part of which we are going to read today. Her other books like A Little Swiss Boy and Rosenresli are also very famous. Before starting the chapter, I would like you all to know about the main characters. So the first main character is Heidi. She is a little girl who is orphan. Orphan means she doesn't have father and mother. The second character is grandfather, who lives on high mountains of Alps, and he has a house where he lives alone. Heidi has never met her grandfather, and for the first time she comes to meet and live with him. And the third main character is Peter, who is a shepherd boy. Shepherd means one who takes care of animals. So it is a story of an orphan girl named Heidi who comes to live with her grandfather. Her grandfather lives on the mountains. As we read the story, we will discover how she comes to love life on the mountain and how she meets and makes friends with a shepherd boy named Peter. So now let's begin. Heidi. The orphan child Heidi comes to live with her grandfather in an alpine cottage. Since he mistrusts everybody, he refuses to send Heidi to school. Heidi goes to the pastures with a shepherd boy named Peter. Now read on. So Heidi had been previously living with her aunt, but now she comes to live with her grandfather, who lives alone on the side of a mountain above a small village. Grandfather was a bitter old man who did not trust anybody, so he refuses to send her to school. He also has a shepherd boy named Peter. Shepherd, as I told you, is a person or a boy whose job is to take care of a group of animals. So Peter goes to pastures. Pasture is an open land on which animals are kept for feeding. So his job is to take the animals to the pasture. So since Peter was a shepherd, so every day he takes the animals to the pastures, and Heidi also goes with him. Now let's read on the story in detail. Heidi was awakened early the next morning by a loud whistle. As she opened her eyes, Heidi began to recall all that had happened, how she had come away from her former home and was now on the mountain with her grandfather instead of with old Ursula. Next morning, Heidi was awakened by a loud whistle, and when she opens her eyes, she starts recalling all that had happened, like how she came from her former means previous home, and now she is on the mountain with her grandfather instead of with old Ursula. Now, Ursula is an old woman who used to take care of her in her former home. So she now recalls how she used to take care of her. Now she is with her grandfather instead of old Ursula. This happens, no? It's very natural when we go to live in a new place, totally new, with unknown people, everything new. everything's new. We remember, we think of our former place where we lived for so many years. We miss the people, friends, and the things we used to do there, isn't it? So Heidi was also missing all this. Okay, she climbed down the ladder and ran outside the hut. There stood Peter already with his flock of goats, and the grandfather was just bringing his stew out of the shed to join the others. Heidi ran forward to wish good morning to him and the goats. So she then climbs down the ladder, that means she was upstairs, and runs outside the hut. There she sees Peter with his flock of goats, that means he was ready to go to the pastures. The grandfather was bringing his 2 more goats to join the others, and Heidi runs forward to wish him and the goats good morning. Okay, do you want to go with them on to the mountain? Asked her grandfather. Nothing could have pleased Heidi better, and she jumped for joy in answer. So grandfather asked her if she wants to go to the mountain with Peter and the animals. Hearing this, Heidi jumped for joy. She was very pleased, happy and excited. But I tell you what, when you come home this evening, you will have to get right into the tub like a fish. For if you run about like the goats, you will get your feet dirty. Now you can be off. The grandfather allowed her to go to the mountain, but he instructed her very clearly and loudly that when she comes home in the evening, she will have to take a bath and not run about like the goats, otherwise she will get her feet dirty. Okay, she started joyfully for the mountain. Heidi forgot even Peter and the goats. All of a sudden, Peter leaped to his feet and ran hastily after the goats. Heidi followed him as fast as she could, for she was too eager to know what had happened. Peter dashed means to run, it's given in the book. Okay, so Peter ran through the middle of the flock towards that side of the mountain where the rocks fell perpendicularly, it means in a straight line, to a great depth below, and where any thoughtless goat, if it went too near, might fall over and break all its legs. He had caught sight of the inquisitive means curious, Greenfinch. Greenfinch is the name of one of his goats, taking leaves in that direction, and he was only just in time, for the animal had already sprung means moved or jumped to the edge of the abyss. Abyss is a deep hole. Okay, all Peter could do was to throw himself down and seize means to grab, capture, okay, one of her hind legs. Hind legs means the 2 legs towards the rear means back of an animal. She struggled so much to get loose that Peter shouted to Heidi to come and help him, for he could not get up and was afraid of pulling out the goat's leg altogether. So the grandfather allowed her to go onto the mountain with Peter and the animals, isn't it? Now she happily started for the mountain. She was so happy, so excited that she forgot the goats and even Peter also. She was enjoying herself. She was enjoying the beauty, the freedom. Suddenly Peter moved hurriedly after the goats. Heidi also ran after him as fast as she could, because she was very eager to know what happened. Why Peter all of a sudden ran after the goats? So Peter ran through the middle of the group of animals towards the side of the mountain where the rocks fall in a straight line, and if any goat goes too near of it, then it might fall over and break all its legs. So Peter saw the curious little goat, Greenfinch. Greenfinch is the name of a goat, okay, don't get confused. So he saw Greenfinch moving towards that direction, and he was just in time, because the goat Greenfinch had already moved to the edge of the deep hole. So now we understood why Peter ran so hurriedly after the goat, because the little goat Greenfinch was in danger and he had to save him. When he saw that the little goat had already reached the edge, Peter threw himself and grabbed on of her hind legs. The little goat got frightened. She got so scared that she struggled to get loose. Peter now couldn't get up and was afraid of pulling out the goat's legs, so he called Heidi for help. Okay, now let's see how Heidi helps Peter. Heidi quickly gathered a bunch of sweet-smelling leaves and then, holding them under Greenfinch's nose, said coaxingly. Coaxingly means very patiently or kindly or carefully. Okay, come, Greenfinch, you must not be naughty. Look, you might fall down there and break your leg. So Heidi then quickly collects a bunch of leaves, okay, sweet smelling leaves, which goats like very much. She holds them under Greenfinch's nose and said her very kindly and carefully, don't be naughty, Greenfinch, come, otherwise you may fall down and break your leg. So she is calmly trying to get her back. Okay, so we will do it till here today, okay, and continue this story in the next class. Thank you for today and keep watching.